Hello. Hi. How are you guys? All good? All going according to plans. Yes. Everything is gonna be okay. One in one way or another. Doesn't matter. We are here in this planet for a short time and our life is endless. We live forever. Let's imagine that our time here is like a vacation. Yeah, sometimes looks like more a nightmare. Well, sometimes it is a nightmare. And when it's like this, you just calm down, quiet our souls, quiet ourselves, and wait for the storm to go. And that's the only way for us to survive. Okay, so it's very interesting the way I start this video right now because it's exactly what uh, I was driving to talk today. Okay, because it's like this: I do a video, and then it's like comes I steady time for my soul. I do a video, I posted it, and then the spirit says, "Okay, you're doing your job now. Rest." And then after 5 6 days they start to to move my mental state again to do another one, and then is when I know it's time for me to talk again and do another video. It's like when I put my head down on the bed to sleep, the thoughts, they start to put the thoughts on my head, and then it start to build up the situation in my head, and then I said, "Oh my God, that one is sleep. I don't want to think about it." But it's not my brain that's thinking, it's the information that is coming. They are saying to me, "It's time, it's time, it's time. Come on, come on, come on, come on." And last night it was terrible. I was trying to sleep and shut down my brain, but it was not my brain. It was information coming. That's what you should talk. That's what you should do. Okay, I give up. I'm gonna do the video. So I was postponing because now it's more than 10 o'clock in the afternoon. I was think I don't know if I want to do another video. Oh God. Okay. Now I am here. I said, okay, I'm going to do the video. And as I start talking about, life itself and that you are here like on a vacation is just a break, into a endless line of life. And that's the way they give me the when they give the information, that's the way they give me now. It's like a line, and there is breaks in these lines, okay, like a space. The line, there is lots of spaces, and now you are in one space of this long line. If you look at this line, it's endless. So 70 years, 80 years in this line is nothing. Is nothing. Is nothing. Because we, as a entity, we are here for billions, trillions, quadrillions, non-millions of years. We have lived everything that you can imagine possible from the beginning of time. You have been just a being of light. You have just been a being of anything. And now you are here. Look me. Look you. Look at your body right now. Yes. And you have been like, you have been like nothing. But you, it's still nothing was there. It's like in this scientific world, and when they say, "Oh, the our Earth is hanging on nothing," no, it's something. There is no nothing. Nothing doesn't exist. What exists is something. A different type of energy field, a different time of energy field, a different time of manifestation of this energy, but everything is filled up with something. And this something is called life. Well, as I'm talking these videos about past lives, I want to talk something about my dreams and, everything that occurs to me before. I want to say something. All this information, sometimes it comes to me not just in dreams, deja vus also. I have loads of deja vus. Jesus, loads of. I remember have them when I was very young. I remember once, to be honest with you, I was probably about 13, 14 when I was walking I always liked to walk in the fields, in the forest by myself. And I remember you went, a group of kids and teenagers, we went to a farm, a friend's farm, actually, the farm of the father of that person, that couple, but the father of the father, the man, the gentleman, okay? It was a farm of this gentleman. And then we went to this farm, to his farm. It was, they had electricity, electrical, um, he had, what's the name of this place? It's like a lake, and this lake was producing energy also. So it was a very big space. So we went there for the day, and I was walking in the fields, in the forest, and when I was walking there, I said, I have been here before. I know something here. And then I was listening, and then I perceived some entities in there, and then I got scared. No, it was my first experience with the the salamanders and the devas and the gnomes. It's my first experience with them, and I ran away because I got afraid of. I was walking, and then suddenly I was started to look at things running, flying around, and then uh, oh, yeah. So from very young age, I was already saying and things like this. So the experience they want me to share with you, that it was in my thing yesterday. There were so many. For example, when I was in Israel, and I went to the I think I mentioned it before, when I went to the Masada, and I was up there. I saw myself, a young lady, yeah, a young girl actually. I was about 16, 17. I was very heavy pregnant, and then I was killed by because everyone was killed in that place. And my husband was very young like me. He was about 17, 18, and but I was killed before because the that was the plan. All the uh, children and ladies would be killed, the woman would be killed, and then the men will kill themselves, each other, the brothers will kill each other. So I was killed before my husband. And then I saw it when I was there. When I walk in that place, in the specific place there, where the pigeons, and I saw me at that age with long hair, with that clothes, that brown clothes, baggy clothes, and and I was responsible for the pigeons also. I was responsible to feed them. And then I saw me pregnant, etc. And I saw the things like, comes like a flash, poof, in my head. And then I saw everything at once. And I started to cry up there. And then the second time I went there, I saw myself another time as a priest. And then I decided to know when was there. And so it was the Jesuits. They were up there in about about 1,000 or something. No, between 600 and 800, 500, something like this. They were up there. The priests, this Jesuit was there, and they had they were living in there, and then one started to die, another one died, and then the last one was left in there. They were found dead in up there, many centuries after, you know. And I saw myself as a priest in there also afterwards. So I had two times in that place. So, and then I saw myself once here in England. I went to visit a church because I was planning to do some peregrination, me and my son. And then I went to that church to have the information and how you would, when the dates, etc. And then at the end you haven't done it because my son got sick, so it was not possible to do the peregrination. But I went there. But the reason I was taken to that place was not actually for this specific. This was just an excuse for the my mentors to drive me in there, because the 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 purpose of my me going that church was to go down on the growth and see something from my past also. And I cried like, baby, I have to forgive, etc. And another one here in London also. I went to a specific church here for a church for the press. And I went to that church by chance. I didn't know about the church. So, but I was going through Strand Street, and then I saw the church. Oh, that's fun. It's interesting church. Then I got inside, and then there is a growth there also. And then I was visit the church, beautiful church, beautiful. Then I got down there, and then when I got down there and I was walking, I saw me as a boy of about 15, very slim, white boy, very poor. I didn't even have proper shoes. I saw me inside that church. And then I was like a deliver boy, delivering anything, everything, anything someone asked me to do, I would deliver it. And I died that age, very young, with tuberculosis. I saw myself also there. And then you say, Miri, why do you have these experiences? I think I do have them to make peace with my other times in life. That's when I am not sleeping, I am awake in a place, and then that image comes to my brain like poof. I had another one that I did a video on it also once, in the church, in the other church. It's amazing, always it happens inside the church, apart from Masada, that is not a church, of course, is a, and apart from other ones, but other ones was, yeah, different matter. But that one, when I got inside the church, the St. Bartholomew's Church here in London also, when I got there, I started to cry immediately, because when I saw that pilastra, I saw me, a baby, a child, about 2, 3 years old child. And I was sitting there because apparently my parents were something from the church. They were living in there somehow. Or probably they were the ones that care of the church. I don't know. But I was a child, and I grew up in that church. I grew up inside the church, and I was looking at me about 4 years old, 3 to 4 years old, sitting on the pilaster there, and was so emotional that is still emotional for me today. It was a very good life, that one. And I was married inside that church. It was very good. So much so that I always go back that church to pray in there, because I feel a lot of connection to that church. It's very old church, very gothic. And the service there is beautiful also. And I'm always there on Sundays for the evening song. So it's very good. But the one they told me to talk today, I'm not gonna take long, is I had that one in a dream, okay? It was not a deja vu, no. That one was in a dream. It was a very long dream. And I have to tell you something before. When I arrived in London, I was cleaner, okay? I was doing cleaning. And then I was doing one house in Stansted. No, Hampstead, not Stansted, Hampstead. So, and in that house, there were a picture. When I got inside that house and saw that picture drew me completely. And let me tell you something, on those days, I didn't believe in reincarnation, nothing like this. I didn't have nothing of, no knowledge about it, okay? No knowledge at all. And when I saw that picture, I said, oh my God, I know this place. And so much so that picture was so strong and called me so much that I decided to draw it, to paint in it myself. So I made a copy of that picture, that painting, and it's still here in my house. Every time I look at it, so I have been there. I live in one of these houses. And many years after, about 6, 7 years after me painting that street, I had a dream, one of these dreams of revelation dreams, and then I was inside that house, one of these houses. And I was a lady of probably about 35, more or less. I was a Jewish girl, Jewish lady. I had a bunch of kids. I was pregnant, heavy pregnant. And let me tell you something, this painting is from a real place in Russia. So this dream, I was heavy pregnant. I had bunch of about 6, 7 kids, and I I saw myself in a kitchen, okay, very old style kitchen, The floor was made by stones and bricks everywhere. And I was in the kitchen, I was cooking for my family. And they had a big table, very long table, no chairs, it's benches from one side and the other. I saw it perfectly. The brown, the wood of the table was very dark, probably by use. And my husband was not there. And then I was cooking and preparing, talking to kids and telling someone to do something, another one to do something. They were about, I think the oldest was about 14 and the youngest was in my womb. And then my husband came. He was very slim man, not very tall, probably about 160. I was also short. And he came home. He was very tired. And when he came in, I prepared him a bask of water, hot water. Of course, it was a wood fire. Okay, it was not a, it was a wood fire, not a, a, a cooker like you have here. It was different type of cooker. Okay, and then I went when in the cooker took some water from one container there, and then I put in the basket for him to put his feet. I was washing his feet. I was so in love with my husband. And I was listening to his story. He was very sad. He was very upset. Something was not quite right going on his business or about the people. I don't know. Something was not quite right. And he was telling me this story and he was putting his heart out. He was very afraid of everything and, about the family also. And I was comforting him. I was talking to him and listening to him and washing his feet. He was wearing a black coat when he came in, and he took the black coat off, a very heavy one, but he was wearing like a very, very, not very, very, not poor, but something that was wearing for a long time. And then I was so happy helping him, with all this my kids coming around, and then I saved my kids and my husband. And he what is more emotional is when there's something that I always I commented before, that I don't know how, but in my dreams, when I have this type of dreams, I speak the language of the time. When I had dreams when I was in France, I was speaking French. In Israel, I was speaking Hebrew fluently on my dreams, and I understand everything in the language of the time when I was there. And it was not different from this one. It was not Hebrew, it was something different. It was like a Yiddish, a Hebrew language, no, a Hebrew Jewish people speaking a language that they created for the survival there. So sounds more like a Yiddish. So yeah, and he did the metzuvah. He did the blessing for the kids and for the food. And and then when he finished the prayer, and then I saved the kids, and everything started to get dark on my dream. And then as the dark and foggy it came, I wake up. I was very impressed with that dream, very impressed. And this dream started to follow me for a long time. This dream was about more than 12 years ago, and it still make me emotional because the love you had in that house with the children, and him to me and me to him, to that person, was so intense, so beautiful. And the Metsuva, the prayer he gave in the moment of the food, it was the evening, late evening, and there is no electricity. It was just, you know, like a candelabra around, just very little illumination. That's why when at the end of the dream it was getting darker and darker. I hope the darkness of the end of the dream was not something worse, you know, like end of our lives or something was happening there that, come and kill us. I don't know, but it was like this. It was slowly getting dark and dark, and then I wake up in my bed. So, and then you ask me, why, Miriam, do you have this type of dreams and revelations about past? I think it's for me to make peace with all the lives that I had. The one I had, the deja vu that I had once, one of the cities by the sea here that I went for to spend the day in the sea, and then I went to a park before, and then I rest my back against a big, very old tree. And when I did it, when I put and then I relax, I look at her, and then came the illumination, like, ooh, like on me, and they say, oh my God, I have been a tree. And then I talked to that tree, said, I have been like you, yes. But this is billions of years ago, billions of years ago. And I felt myself as a tree, very old, big, massive tree. I was a big, massive tree. And then I felt like a tree, I felt all these things. But on this time, there were no animals or people. Probably animals, but little ones, not bigger ones. Yes, I had that also. So, yes, apart from the one I had when I was Chinese, but this one was in a mirror, the mirror exercise. So, that one was in a mirror exercise. I saw myself as a little Chinese man. I was a trader, and in the I died in the field when I was going from one place to another, and they found my body about 2, 3 years later. Yes, I have been a Chinese little man also, very little, and I was carrying my trader chart with my hands. Yes, I had that also. So yes, I think when you have this type of experiences, it's just for you to make peace with everything, you know, peace with the past. I think just remind us that we have been here in these spaces, and you came again, and probably I will come again because I wanna be part of the project of Mars. Yes, I wanna be part of this. So now I can't because I'm 70 already. I'll be 70, in October now. So it's the time now for me is gone. But I'm gonna come back. Oh, Earth, wait for me. I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna go to Mars, and I'm gonna help to make a settlement in there and help the Earth to be better. If that is if that's my mission for now, I'm gonna do it because I have the eternity to live in another place. So why not? Why not? I have a break of, I don't know. I'm gonna ask for a break, about 10 years break, and then I'll come back again. Then it'll be by 2050. So I will be back again. Oh yes, to be part of this beautiful project in Mars and see how they will be 2060, 2050, 2060. And probably by then you can live longer. Yeah, much longer. So yeah, that's my video for today. It's already 29 minutes. It's okay. And I want you guys to communicate with me. Tell me what you think about it, all these. If you do also have this type of experiences. Now, this experience is going to be more often, okay? People are going to have them more often. This last month, it has been very calm on my dreams. I have been having a lot of dreams, but related to family issues. So yes, I have been having them, but about family issues. So I wake up praying in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? Praying on my dreams for people who have been having a lot of challenges, family challenges. And yes, I have been having these dreams, but more into helping and praying for them, and have been doing 21 days of praying for situations. So yes, and it is. I know it's not gonna end right now. Things is getting complicated about the energy in the planet, so things is gonna get a little more complicated. So you have to be prepared. People, prepare yourselves because things is gonna get a little more complicated. So you have to be more strong and believing in ourselves more and believing in the light and believing in the life and this energy that keeps us all alive, and wishing that the planet gets better. Complicated, is it? But yeah, there is hope. There is hope. You have to prepare ourselves and fight the good fight. Keep our team up and survive. Yep. So yes, I have been having dreams, but they have more related to families and family shows and counseling and things like this. And yeah, and let's prepare ourselves because things is gonna get a little more complicated. 2023 and 2024, 2025. It's gonna have a lot of challenges coming around. You're gonna have to face a lot of challenges. So let's face it with grace, yeah, good music, good spirit, and if you need something, just you know send a message, and if I can help, I will. Okay, God bless you, keep you safe and me also. Bye bye.